Welcome to the Deep Dive. You sent over some really interesting articles about a crisis brewing in manufacturing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, specifically CNC machining. It's not something most people think about, but
Right.
the more I read, the more I realized how important it is
Absolutely.
to pretty much everything around us.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many everyday things rely on CNC machining. From your smartphone to your car.
Oh, wow.
It's all thanks to these skilled machinists. And you know what you sent over really shows how serious this situation is.
Okay.
We're not just talking about a few job openings.
Right.
This is a global talent shortage
Wow.
that could disrupt manufacturing.
So, like, what exactly are we dealing with?
Well, at its core, it's a shortage of skilled CNC operators.
Okay.
And this isn't just a local problem, it's worldwide.
Oh, wow.
Your material focuses on Europe,
Okay.
specifically Romania,
Okay.
but it's the same challenge in many other countries.
So it's like a global game of musical chairs with not enough seats.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. Okay, and the impact of this shortage is being felt already. Companies are struggling to meet demands.
Okay.
Lead times are longer. And in some cases, innovation is being stifled because there just aren't enough skilled machinists to make new ideas a reality.
Wow. So why is this happening now? Why this shortage?
Well, there are a few things going on.
Okay.
One big one is the aging workforce.
Yeah.
Experienced machinists are retiring,
Okay.
and unfortunately, not enough young people are replacing them.
So we're losing that generation of masters.
Exactly. And there are these misconceptions about manufacturing. A lot of young people think these jobs are outdated
Right.
or unappealing, like they picture these dark, dirty factories.
Yeah.
And it's just not true.
Yeah.
Modern CNC machining uses high-tech computers,
Oh, wow.
robotics, cutting-edge software.
It's like comparing a horse and buggy to a Tesla.
I love that analogy.
They're both transportation, but totally different.
Yeah, you're right. The perception of manufacturing needs to change. And the demand for these skills keeps growing.
Yeah.
The research says over 92% of companies are looking for CNC operators.
92%.
Yeah,
That's insane.
it is.
Like finding a parking spot in a packed stadium.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could say that. This competition is driving up salaries and benefits,
Oh, wow.
which is good for machinists, but it shows how urgent this situation is.
Okay, so given these challenges, what's being done?
Well, there's no easy fix.
Right.
But companies and organizations are trying different things.
Okay.
Some are using short-term solutions,
Okay.
higher salaries, signing bonuses, better benefits to attract talent.
Makes sense to make the jobs more appealing. But what about the long term?
Yeah, you're right. We can't just throw money at the problem forever.
Right.
That's where things get interesting.
Okay.
More and more people are realizing we need to go deeper
Okay.
to the root of this talent shortage.
Okay.
One good approach is partnerships
Okay.
between manufacturers and schools.
So getting young people interested early on.
Exactly. Create a bridge between school and work with apprenticeships and internships.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's about showing young people how high-tech this field is.
It's not your grandpa's factory anymore.
Exactly. And there's another really cool solution.
What's that?
Knowledge capitalization.
Knowledge capitalization.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, think of it this way.
Okay.
Veteran machinists have a ton of knowledge.
Uh-huh.
They've built it up over their careers.
Right.
But what happens when they retire?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh.
Knowledge capitalization is about capturing all that expertise
Okay.
before it's lost.
Right.
And making it accessible to everyone.
So like a digital library of all their skills and experience?
That's a great way to put it.
Wow.
Imagine new operators could access the wisdom of the most experienced machinists, learn from their insights, tap into their problem-solving techniques.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and the best part is,
Yeah.
technology is making it possible.
Oh, wow.
The article talks about companies using software
Huh.
to capture and share knowledge, automating all that know-how, standardizing best practices, even letting veteran machinists create custom operations.
So it's not just replicating what's already been done, it's about capturing their unique insights.
That's a fantastic way to describe it.
Wow.
This knowledge capitalization approach has so much potential
Yeah.
to revolutionize how we train machinists.
That's amazing. This is also fascinating.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm already seeing CNC machining in a new light,
That's great to hear.
but I wonder,
Yeah.
even with all these solutions,
Uh-huh.
it seems like there's a big hurdle,
What's that?
changing how people see manufacturing jobs.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
We can have all the best technology and training programs,
Right.
but if young people don't see it as a good career,
Right.
the problem will never go away.
Yeah, it's like having a shiny new sports car, but no one wants to drive it. So how do we change that? How do we get young people excited about this?
That's the million-dollar question, and it's something a lot of people in the industry are trying to figure out.
Okay.
One key strategy is showing off all the high-tech stuff involved in modern CNC machining.
Yeah.
Robots, automation, the cool tools. It's not just about working with your hands, it's about your mind, too.
So it's about sparking that curiosity.
Yeah, exactly. And another important thing is work-life balance.
Yeah, right. That stereotype of the demanding factory isn't appealing to a lot of people.
No, it isn't. Companies are offering flexible schedules, remote work where possible, a focus on employee well-being. It's about making the job fit people's lives.
Those are some great examples. I wonder, are there any broader reasons for this perception problem, like societal things?
That's a really important point. In a lot of countries, there's this idea that a college degree is the only way to be successful.
Oh, yeah.
Manufacturing jobs are seen as less desirable.
It's like there's this hierarchy of jobs and skilled trades are at the bottom.
Unfortunately, yeah. That's why we need to challenge that perception.
Right.
We need to value these jobs and recognize how important they are.
So it's about changing the narrative, showing young people that this can be just as rewarding.
Precisely. It's about highlighting the problem solving, the creativity, the pride that comes with building something real.
I think that's a powerful message. So we've talked about the challenges, the solutions, and changing perceptions. What does all this mean for the future?
Well, the future of this field is really up to us.
Okay.
If we can solve this talent shortage
Yeah.
and inspire a new generation of machinists, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
CNC machining is at the heart of so many industries.
Yeah. It's mind-boggling, all the things that wouldn't exist without it. As technology keeps evolving, who knows what incredible things we'll see.
Exactly.
This has been fascinating so far. What are the key takeaways for our listeners?
I think the most important thing to remember is that this skills gap is real.
Yeah.
And it could have huge consequences,
Right.
but we can solve it.
If we work together. Support STEM education, invest in training programs, and recognize the value of skilled trades.
We need to celebrate the people who make the things we use every day.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's easy to take all that for granted.
It is. And as consumers, we can support companies that are investing in their workers.
But that's a great point.
Providing training opportunities.
Yeah.
Promoting sustainable practices.
This deep dive has really opened my eyes to how important all this is.
Yeah, it really is fascinating.
Yeah.
But before we move on,
Okay.
I want to leave you with a question.
Oh, okay.
What if this talent shortage leads to even more innovation in manufacturing?
That is a great question. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Precisely. Maybe this is the thing that forces us to think differently, to find creative solutions, and to push the boundaries of what's possible.
I love that positive outlook.
Yeah,
It's not just about solving a problem, but seeing the potential for something even better.
exactly.
Well, Romania is a really good example because
Okay.
they're facing the same challenges as everyone else.
Uh-huh.
They have a big industrial base, a history of manufacturing,
Okay.
but they also have this huge shortage of skilled CNC machinists.
So they're right on the front lines of this global skills gap.
Exactly. And this shortage has some pretty serious effects.
Yep.
Slows down production, less innovation. It even affects how competitive companies can be.
Wow. I can imagine that puts a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
So what's causing this talent shortage, specifically in Romania?
Well, one thing is something called brain drain.
Brain drain.
Yeah. It happens in a lot of developing economies.
Okay.
Skilled workers, like machinists, are attracted to places with higher pay,
Oh, I see.
better opportunities.
It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it.
Yeah, it's a tough cycle.
Yeah.
Then there's the education system.
Yeah.
It hasn't kept up with the changes in manufacturing.
Okay.
They need more training specifically for CNC machining.
So it's a supply and demand problem.
You got it.
Okay.
But there's some good news.
Oh, good.
Despite all this, there's a lot of optimism in Romania.
Okay.
They're not giving up.
Yeah.
They're taking action.
Oh, good.
The government private companies,
Uh-huh.
they're all working to make things better.
Oh, that's great. So they're not just waiting around for a solution to appear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're trying different things,
Yeah.
like upskilling and reskilling existing workers.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are government programs that teach the latest CNC technology
Oh.
and help people move from other jobs into machining.
It's like saying, hey, you might not be a machinist yet, but you've got skills we can use.
Precisely.
Yeah.
They're giving people a chance to learn and enter a growing field.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're also working on those partnerships we talked about.
Oh, right. Between industry and education.
Yes.
Yeah.
Connecting schools with companies.
Okay.
Offering apprenticeships and internships.
I wish they had those when I was in school.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Students get experience.
Yeah.
Companies get workers.
Are there any specific companies in Romania doing interesting things to tackle this?
There are. One that stands out is new Basara Consult.
Okay.
They're using technology in some really cool ways to close that skills gap.
Oh, wow.
It's not just training programs. They're creating software that helps companies capture all that expertise from their veteran machinists.
So it's like that digital library we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly. They have a system that can record everything involved in these complex machining operations.
Wow.
It's like having an expert on Call 247.
So instead of relying on word of mouth
Right.
or notes scribbled on scraps of paper.
Yeah, exactly. Companies have this central place for all that knowledge.
That's amazing. What else are they doing?
Well, they've also developed tools to make creating NC programs easier.
NC programs.
Yeah.
What are those?
They're like the instructions for the CNC machine,
Oh, okay.
like a recipe for making a part.
I see.
Their software can help automate that process.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So it's like having a sous chef who preps everything perfectly for the head chef.
that's a great analogy.
Okay.
It lets the experienced machinists focus on the harder stuff
Oh,
while making sure everything's done right.
it's a great mix of technology and expertise.
Exactly. And this is just one example of what Romanian companies are doing.
Okay.
But it's not just about technology.
Right.
They're also trying to change how people see these careers.
Because even with robots and fancy software, you still need passionate people to run things.
Exactly.
Yeah. How are they doing that?
Well, they're doing things like factory tours for students.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, showing off the tech, letting them see how it all works.
Okay.
They're talking about career paths and earning potential.
Right. Show them they can have a good future.
Exactly. They're focusing on the creativity and problem-solving parts of the job.
So show them the cool side of CNC machining.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Get them excited about what's possible.
It sounds like Romania is really working hard on this.
Yeah.
So do you think they can overcome these challenges and become a leader in manufacturing?
Well, I think they have a good chance.
Okay.
They've got skilled workers, a good location, and innovative companies.
Yeah.
But it'll take time and effort.
Yeah, like planting a seed.
That's a perfect analogy.
Yeah.
You have to nurture it, be patient.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not just about fixing the current problem.
Right.
It's about building something that will last.
You got it.
Yeah.
Attract and keep skilled workers for the future.
Encourage people to keep learning and adapting.
Exactly.
Wow, these are really important lessons, not just for Romania, but for everyone.
I think so too.
Think long-term, invest in people, and embrace new technology.
And remember that the future of CNC machining depends on the future of technology. Stay ahead of the curve.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the next part of our dive.
Okay.
We're going to talk about those technologies.
Yeah.
Automation, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, all those cool things that are changing the game.
It's going to be awesome. Get ready to have your mind blown.
Welcome back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
We've talked about the skills gap and what Romania is doing.
Yeah, it's been fascinating.
But now I want to get into the technology, the
Right.
cool stuff.
Me too. It's an exciting time for this industry.
Yeah. So much is changing. It seems like CNC machining is going through a tech revolution.
It really is. And all this talk about the skills gap, it sometimes makes us forget that.
Yeah.
CNC machining is on the cutting edge.
Okay, so what are the big advancements that could change everything?
Well, automation is huge.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about robots.
Yeah.
How is that changing CNC machining?
We're seeing more and more tasks being automated,
Yeah.
which makes things more efficient, more precise, safer too.
So what kinds of things are being automated?
Robots loading parts, machines adjusting themselves, even entire production lines running on their own.
Wow. So instead of a machinist doing every step, the machines are taking over.
Yeah, in a way. But it's not about replacing humans.
Right.
It's about helping them, letting them focus on the things machines can't do.
So problem solving, creativity, things like that.
Exactly.
It's like they're partners.
Yes, a human-machine team.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, what about AI? Everyone's talking about that too. How is it impacting things?
AI is already changing things in a big way, and it's only going to get bigger.
Okay.
One example is software that can look at a 3D model
Yeah.
and figure out the best way to machine it.
Oh, wow.
Saves time and makes the process better.
Okay.
AI can also predict when a machine might break down.
Oh, wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So it can spot problems before they happen.
Exactly. Reduces downtime, saves money.
Are there any real-world examples of that?
Oh, yeah. There are companies like Autodesk.
Okay.
They have software called Fusion 360.
Okay.
It uses AI to look at a part,
Okay.
analyze its shape and material,
Yeah.
and recommend how to machine it.
So it's like having an expert built into the software.
That's a good way to put it.
Wow. This is taking the guesswork out of things.
It is, making things more efficient, more predictable.
So this ties into knowledge capitalization, right?
Yeah.
AI could capture that expert knowledge.
Absolutely. AI can look at all the data CNC machines generate, find patterns we might miss,
Okay.
and unlock those secrets that experienced machinists have.
It's like AI is decoding their secret sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about automation and AI. We can't forget about 3D printing. What's its role in all of this?
3D printing is opening up a whole new world of possibilities.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it. How does it work with CNC machining?
Well, it's completely different.
Okay.
CNC machining is subtractive.
Right, you start with a block and remove material.
Right. 3D printing is additive.
So you build it up layer by layer.
Exactly, like building a statue from the ground up.
So what are the advantages of using it with CNC machining?
Well, one is speed. You can go from idea to prototype much faster,
Okay.
and you can create really complex shapes.
The traditional methods can't do.
Right, and you can customize things easily. Imagine consumers designing their own products and having them printed.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, the possibilities are incredible. Another benefit is lightweighting. Okay.
You can make parts strong, but incredibly light.
Like a bird's skeleton.
Exactly. Nature knows what it's doing,
Yeah.
and we're learning from that.
So we've got automation, AI, and 3D printing.
It's a powerful combination.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Can you give me an example of how they all work together?
Sure. Imagine designing an airplane part.
Okay.
You use AI software to design it, then 3D print it. Then an automated CNC machine finishes it.
So each technology has its own role.
Exactly. It's like a well-coordinated team.
Yeah, like an orchestra.
Hmm?
But with all this technology, do we even need machinists anymore?
That's a question a lot of people have.
Yeah.
But the truth is we need them more than ever.
Oh, okay.
These technologies will change jobs. Some tasks will be automated.
Right.
But new jobs will appear.
Okay.
Machinists will need to learn new skills. How to work with robots and AI.
So it's not humans versus machines. It's about working together.
Exactly. The key is to keep learning. The skills you need today might be different tomorrow. That's great advice for anyone. This has been an amazing deep dive. We've learned so much about CNC machining, the challenges, the solutions, and the incredible future it has.
It has been a great discussion. I hope our listeners feel the same way.
For anyone thinking about a career in CNC machining, what advice would you give them?
I'd say go for it. It's challenging but rewarding. If you're curious, love problem solving, and working with your hands, this field is perfect.
And the demand for these skills is only going to grow.
Exactly. It's a great career choice.
It's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, this wraps up our deep dive into CNC machining. We've explored so much. From the skills gap to the cutting edge of technology, it's clear this industry has a bright future.
It has been a pleasure joining you on this journey. To our listeners, keep exploring. The future of manufacturing needs you.
Thank you for listening to The Deep Dive. Keep learning, keep exploring, and we'll see you next time.